Moving on to our first article of the day, and that is a parent fears online classes could fuel screen addiction. This takes place in South Korea. But as you know, many countries are resorting to online or TV classes as they've closed the schools due to the virus or bug outbreak. So let's read this story, then afterwards I will give my thoughts on the input. So many parents are fretting about online classes that are supposed to make up for offline teaching because it means their children will be spending even more time glued to their screens. A 37-year-old mother of an elementary school child said, "I don't even let my child watch TV until now, but my efforts are going to be wasted due to online classes." A message the mother received from her child's teacher a few days ago invited the student to conduct their role on a Cow app. One 43-year-old office worker had been refusing President's pleads by her son in the seventh grade to buy him a smartphone, hoping to wait until he was able to use one responsibly. "But I'll have to either buy him one or let him borrow one now," she said. "I'm afraid he might grow too addicted to YouTube or computer games." The biggest concern is excessive dependency on smart devices. A government study in February showed that 22% of children aged 3 to 9 and 30% of students aged 10 to 19 were at risk of excessive dependency on smartphones. That means they have either lost their ability to control their use or suffer from addiction that causes problems in their daily life. Parados Hoon said, "If we are exposing the stimulating content from childhood, we lose interest in daily life and seek more online stimulus. It's best not to expose children to smart devices, at least until they finish elementary school." Personally, I would say they should finish at least middle school on top of that. Exposures to sexually explicit content are also online. Yes, we know that. Predators are online. Yes, we know that. Double income families are especially worried. One 47-year-old worker in Pohang said, "I don't know if I'll be able to keep track of my kids when they attend school online, and I wish that they didn't have to do that." So double income means both parents are outside of the home working. And Pohang is a nice city on the coastal city in Korea. All right, so anyway, let me give my thoughts on this. So my thoughts on online education and how it may increase screen addiction. A smartphone or notebook may be used to condition children at a young age as a society necessity. It may drastically increase eye to screen time, isolation, and non-movement. So non-movement can make you fatter because you're not getting your exercise. Isolation can make you not go out and make friends, and increased screen time. I have known a few people who already had smartphones or whatnot, and they were little kids, and they went to the doctor and they said, "Now, yeah, now your son has an eye stigma, so their eye, I guess, moves a little bit." So it can do that, and people generally hold a smartphone closer to their face than a TV and a laptop, so keep that in mind. It has the potential to be used to gather data from children and also be hacked. Every system in America has been hacked, so people are going to steal your children's data. And hey, why don't we just make credit card information off your child's data and whatnot? It can be used for social and behavioral conditioning, and it can always give you service announcements, or in this case, like right now across America, phone apps are being used to track your heat, to track everywhere you go. Do you want the government or a hacker to know every place your child goes? So this can be very scary. It is a reality or necessity, or are you just justifying buying one? Many people will say, yeah, I just went out and bought the new iPhone. Oh, I need it for this app, and this app. Are you doing that to justify yourself, or do you really need it? You just don't want to do the extra steps that you could do to do it offline, like, lock your own doors versus flip a switch. So let me know your comments below to this article. I'd be very interested. Hi. The small clip you saw was brought to you by Loyal World News. If you like what you saw, you should subscribe and look up my daily Loyal World News report for its full version. If you don't want to watch it on YouTube, prefer to be on the road, I also have a podcast in every full-length video I put up.